Hello, supporters of Minneapolis Public Schools. My name is Heather. Here's what happened at this week's school board meeting. Okay, it was kind of a big night because there is a contract that happens between the Native American and Indigenous students of our district and their families and some of the representation groups that kind of facilitate the relationship of backed by some public comment and definitely a push, probably organized for this night in particular, from the families and students of Anishinaabe School. Anishinaabe has not had its own school building in our district for many, many years. They have shared space with multiple other schools. And shared space is maybe too generous of a term because it's another school and then they get to be visitors there. And they have been told many, many years, 7, maybe 10, that their time is coming. Just wait for this CDD thing to pass. Just wait for this. Just wait for this. We're going to get you your own building. Just wait. And it hasn't happened. They have seen no real movement on this district. There has been no plan put forward. And last night they said, we are done waiting. We want a plan, an announcement by September. And then, of course, there was all the hand wringing, right? There was all the like, oh, that's such a tight time frame. I don't know if we can get it done in such a tight time frame. And there's something pretty inherently racist about the fact that like the students whose sovereign land, we stole. And incredibly interesting because our school board does a land acknowledgement statement at the beginning of every meeting. And yet it's just a land acknowledgement because we haven't given a school building to this family and to these families and these students, and they haven't seen a plan for it. So anyway, I would say if you're a person who likes to write to the school board or likes to be somebody who lets folks know, I think that the families and the educators at Anishinaabe would appreciate your support, that we can do this hard thing together. We can make a space and find a space for curriculum. And the academics department feels as though that the curricula will support the recent purchase of bridges in elementary that, we're seeing that we implemented, I think 2 years ago. So that was a good update. We will now have a full math curriculum plan for K through 12, where things are a little less exciting for me is when we talk about the literacy update. So a lot of you, if you know, there's been the READ Act. Minnesota State wants folks and children to be taught by the science of reading, and they're asking school districts to make changes. We have a curriculum that we've called Benchmark that we've been using that has had a review, and our review panel has said, nope, it's not science of reading. It's not going to meet the needs, and we might need to look for other things. And then this whole process, I'll just be honest with you, I think it's taken way too long, and I haven't understood the process for it. That's my own humble opinion. And now that we have to do the READ Act, we're going to pilot different options for curriculum in 15 different schools. But here's the thing that like really frustrates me. There are some schools, especially schools on the north side, and I'm going to name them because I've seen the education happening in these buildings, Laney and Nellie, where the teachers a couple years ago voted. They had, by the way, they had to have a 100% vote in order to qualify to do this program. And they learned science of reading curriculum on their own time over the course of a school year. And they dedicated hours to learn it. And their kids are reading. I have been to the schools. I have seen quality instruction happening. It is a things as status quo or been adding in functional phonics or other things for a long time. Those are the schools we could do a pilot in if we need to. The reality is, though, we could honestly just buy our new literacy curriculum now. We could, there are 5 that the state has recommended. We could pick one and buy one. And instead of waiting a whole nother school year to do what the state is telling us to do, we could do it now. I feel pretty strongly about this one, so I'm going to name it all. I think that we have work to do in our literacy department, and I think our children do not have another school year to wait. So again, if you're a person who likes to email the board, let them know your feelings about this. I will be. That's what happened at this week's school board meeting. I hope this helps you feel up to date, and thanks so much for watching. We'll talk soon.